Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the New York Yankees. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Garrett Cole. What do you have on him?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Jonathan Indy at the plate.
Come on, Coltrane.
And that's through there for a strike. And with that, we're underway in the Bronx. And right back to the mound. And the first out of the game is an easy one. And here now, the lineup for the Royals.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Now it's the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Check swing called strike, and that is strike one. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Ugly cut on the slider for strike three.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
2 out, space is empty. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for some.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Nothing doing for the Royals. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back in New York. And on the hill today, Seth Lugo.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Bottom of the first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. Yeah, that's fouled off. And there's a ball. Next pitch is outside. Hit in the air, center field. Isbell under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Go home, Royals!
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
There's a strike.
Got away with that one. Left the curveball up a little
0-2.
bit. He's going to have to finish it if it's going to be an effective pitch.
Come on, Yanks.
Next offering is down low.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
One down, base is empty. And that's a strikeout. Ed Drummond says he won a round.
Batting third, the right
Now
fielder,
it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
Judge.
Just missed. Up and
That's
in.
ball two.
Now 2-0.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
And a big swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms
Ball,
extended,
1 strike.
tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That misses.
balls,
And now 3-1. Cody Bellinger waiting to hit for the Yankees. Hammer, base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Let's go, Belly.
There's the strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
In for a strike. And the count 1-2.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
All right, Yankees.
That one the other way, and that's a base hit. And they hold him at third, 90 feet away with 2 out.
Batting fifth, the
Nice job of
hitter,
driving that pitch the
Judge.
other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
Let's go now, Stanton.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Two on, 2 outs. That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a high fly ball right field. He's got it, and that is the inning. Yanks strand a pair. Scoreless after 1. second inning set to go. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez.
Perez.
Get out of here, Royals.
Cole back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And a swing and a miss.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
The 0-2. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
So digging in, Michael Massey.
Oh, now let's turn two.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-1.
And that's in for a strike. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That K is his third of the game.
Really nice sequence for the quick strikeout right there. A couple of breaking balls to get ahead 0-2. Then pump the hard stuff by him for strike three. And I like that he didn't mess around. Sometimes guys, they like to get too cute. They waste a pitch here or there and then find themselves back into a hitter's count. But right there, he had him right where he wanted him and pitched him aggressively to get the strikeout.
Hunter Renfroe at the plate. First pitch just misses. Runner on the move. On the ground to the left. Quickly to second for one. On to Goldschmidt. That's two. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Back in the Bronx, bottom of the inning. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. That one fouled off.
Let's go, Austin.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Here is Goldschmidt. First offering, and it just misses. One out, base is empty. Strike one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And 1-2.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Melendez sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 8th, the left fielder, Jason.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees.
Come on, Yankees.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. That one finds the zone. That's strike two.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
That's inside.
Gets under it and pops it up. Whip. And that is that.
Come on now.
So the Yanks go in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Top half of the third inning, and here is MJ Melendez.
MJ Melendez.
Melendez goes 6'1", 190 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2017. That catches the corner.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Strike him out.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. He's got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
And next up for the Royals, Michael Garcia. Swing and a ball line to center. And there's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Kyle Isbell. Cole a check to first, and he's back in there.
Let's turn 2. Strike.
There's the strike. Top of the third, no score.
Go back to Kansas City.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
Strike him out.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Sit him down.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So the batting order turns over. Now a chance for Jonathan India. Grounded out his first time.
Go New York.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
0-1.
Runner at second, 2 down.
Let's go New York. Punch him out.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Down the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Cabrera.
late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
There's a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that's just foul. Now fly ball to right center. Renfroe in position. One up, one down.
Now batting, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
Next to hit, Anthony Volpe. Fly to center his first time. Pulls that one foul. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Calls it in, and there's two away.
The batter, number 13. Second
And
baseman,
now it's going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr. Struck out swinging his first time.
Let's go, Yankees.
And that misses. Ball one. And another ball. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. No score. Back now in the Bronx, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Bobby Witt Jr.
Let's go, Bombers. Come on, Yankees.
Late with the swing there.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, not in time. He's safe.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vinny.
Go ahead run on base. So up now for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Just missed.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and heart of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Let's go, Yankees!
Man at second. Pitch misses outside. And that's ball 2.
Let's go, New York.
That's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. Come on, New York.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Witt around third. He will score, and the Royals have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and There's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Salvador Perez now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In there at the knees. And it's 0-1.
Let's go, New York. Ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Pasquantino gets his lead at first with nobody out. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And a foul ball. Comes up empty.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Come on, punch him out.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, when you swing through that one breaking ball that puts you up against the ropes with 2 strikes, you think he's either going to double up or try to blow a fastball by you with the next pitch. And right there, he snapped off another curve, and it was the same result as the pitch before.
Hunter Renfroe will hit next. He hit into a double play his first time up.
Let's go, New York. Come on, New York. Let's go, New York.
That hits the dirt, and that's ball 1. 1 run across in the frame so far. Top half of inning number 4.
Let's go.
And a foul ball. The 1-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the 4th. Here's some real power at the plate. Aaron Judge. That one off the mark, and that is ball 1. Judge rips that one back there. It bangs off the wall.
The center fielder, number 35, Cody.
Here's Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger.
And he's already singled in this game.
Come on, Cody.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Ball 1.
Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
That one missing inside. there's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back-to-back. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Here's Stanton now. Flied to right his first time. That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. And that one fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. Here comes the judge around third. He scores to tie it up. Relay throw. Safe. He beats it. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. And up next for New York, Austin Wells. There's a strike.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Here comes the 0-1. Now one missed.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Next offering upstairs. Next offering is fouled back. Stanton at second with nobody out. Ripped to short. Zips it across. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt now. Fly to left his first time.
Let's go, Yankees.
There's the swing and a miss. Still only one out here in the inning. Just missed. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
So Goldie strikes out here.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. First pitch misses.
Nope, upstairs.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Zips it to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now, MJ Melendez. Cole back to work.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And a pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
So up next, Michael Garcia, a single his first time. Foul ball there.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And that's in there at the knees.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. He doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
So 2 down now, and here is Kyle Isbell. And that's in the dirt.
1-0.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Bellinger makes the grab, and that is that. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oswaldo Cabrera.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball. 1-0. That one inside. Look out. And that is out of play. The 2-2 now. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
The batter, number 11.
So the lineup flips over. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Just miss.
Way to be patient.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2-2 the count.
And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
In the dirt, and now it's 3-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
So digging in, Jazz Chisholm Jr., who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Ground ball right side, Massey. Sends it to first, and the Yanks go quietly. Offense held in check there. We're through 5. It's the Yankees 2 and the Royals 1. And we're back. And now the DH, Jonathan India. India measures 6 feet even, 28 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
One ball, 2 strikes.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The Yanks leading by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2-1.
Two now. And a swing and a miss. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And now the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. That one's in there, 0-1. Two down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball.
Come on, Yankees!
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Come on, New York.
Tapped softly on the ground. On the run, sends it over to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Yankees 2 and the Royals 1. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, here is Aaron Judge. And ball one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Angel Serpa, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Stratton, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Next pitch in for a strike, and a count 1-1.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Next offering is downstairs. And that one lifted in the air center field. Isbell makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cody.
Here comes Belly to take his cuts. He's 2 for 2. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Late on that fastball.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, and he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now.
Come on, Yanks, let's go.
In for a strike, 0-1.
Not many hitters go up there looking for an 0-0 breaking ball, but a good way for the pitcher to get ahead in the count.
And that skips in the dirt. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Yanks held in check, but they still lead it 2-1. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Salvador Perez.
You can do it, Yanks.
That's the strike. It's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Fernando Cruz getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Weaver getting cranked up as well. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
And there's one down.
The batter number 19, second baseman, Michael Massey.
And next up for the Royals, Michael Massey. Called strike right there.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at-bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Swings through that one.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Punch him out.
That one almost got him. Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Stays alive. And that one inside, and it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Aaron Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. Garrett Cole is done in this one, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break. So they bring on the veteran, Fernando Cruz.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Hunter Renfroe, the next to hit.
Going wide.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. Massey leads off first with one away.
Strike him out.
Ball, that's just out.
Called out on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
The left fielder, number 1.
MJ Melendez steps in for the Royals.
All right, Yankees.
There's the strike.
Good now.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Swing better.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Strike him out.
Good job to fight that one off.
Punch him out.
Pitch
Nope,
misses.
that's the ball.
1-2 to count.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Tidy work out of the Yankee bullpen there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Yankees 2 and the Royals 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Angel Serpa.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run game. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells.
Wells.
And there's the strike. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit.
First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
On the ground to short, Witt.
Get that.
And a couple of quick outs.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs.
Now
That is an
the
excellent
left fielder,
pace.
Jason Dominguez.
And next for New York, Jason Dominguez.
Come on, Yankees.
That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
And that one almost hit him.
2 strikes.
Go, Yanks.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. They lead it 2-1. Back in the Bronx, we're at the top of the 8th. Down to third baseman, Michael Garcia.
Come on, Yankees. Go New York. Let's go, New York.
Cruz back to work. Little chopper rolls foul. Right through there for a strike.
Strike him out.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Sit him down. Sit him down.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1, any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Here's the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1's the count.
Come on, Yankees.
One down, base is empty. This one in the air, center field. Drops into the glove, and there are 2 down.
The bat, number 6.
And now here is Jonathan India. 0 for 3 in this one.
Let's go, Yankees.
Fastball for a strike.
Let's go, New York.
Hammered down the line, and now maybe extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Not in time. It's a double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Witt Jr.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Fernando Cruz will depart, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Devin Williams.
Number 38.
Not many pitchers have it, but he'll break out a screwball from time to time. Now here is Bobby Witt Jr. That's towards center. Stretches out and hauls it in. So one left for Kansas City, and our score remains 2-1. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Digging in, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oswaldo Cabrera.
And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. On the ground to first, and that goes foul.
Come on, New York.
Line drive, takes it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Next to hit, Anthony Volpe, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. That just misses, and that's ball 1. And another ball.
No strike.
And it's fouled away. And a ground ball to first, but it kicks foul. On the ground to third. Slings it across. 2 up, 2 down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 down, base is empty. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Go, New York.
First pitch misses. And there's a strike.
Nope.
Wait for your
You got 2
pitch.
balls, 1 strike.
That one drifts inside. Aaron Judge on deck for the Yankees. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have 1 more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Judge at the plate now. That's ball 1.
You know, the 2-out walk, got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
And you wonder, is he in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that he is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may serve to give his teammate a better pitch to hit at the plate.
Chisholm leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil, and he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. No runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 2 and the Royals 1. Back for more from the Bronx. Now at the plate, Vinny Pasquantino.
Pasquantino.
Let's go, New York.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
Go, Yankees.
Hit on the ground to short.
Let's go.
To first. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
He's 2 outs away. Salvador Perez digs in now. 1 for 3. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Let's go Yankees.
Gets him to chase after that one.
No ball, 2 strikes.
I'll set him down.
In there, sets him down on strikes. Now only 1 out remaining.
Boog, I think even when you know he's got that pitch in his arsenal, you're still going to have a hard time recognizing and reacting to it unless you've seen it several times. And honestly, if you can hit that pitch, I'm concerned because you probably can't hit anything else that he throws. That one right there locked him up.
And the batter now, Michael Massey. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
1-1.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Sit him down.
Williams is just 1 strike away. Off the mark there. Now 2-2.
2 strikes.
Next offering is outside.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Finish him.
2 down, nobody on. And the tying run is on base.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
The batter, the right fielder.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Hunter Renfroe.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Let's go Yankees.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Go with the tying run at first base. He's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And that's outside. And 1-1. Two outs. Fastball for a strike.
Sit him down.
Up and in. And the count's even at 2.
2-2 the count.
Sit him down.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Punch him out. Strike him out.
And now it's filled up.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
MJ Melendez in the on-deck circle, hoping for a chance.
3 strikeouts for him already, but that would be forgotten if he can get to the plate.
Hammered. Could be extra bases. Massey headed for the plate. He'll score, and they've tied it.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
Making a move at second base. Coming in as the pinch runner, Dairon Blanco. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. MJ Melendez now at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. And strike 2.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
Strike 3, got him swinging. Inning over, and it could have been worse. KC gets one on the double. 2-2 game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Lucas Erceg.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Late swing, foul to the left.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Next pitch misses, and it's 1-1. Action in the pen down there. Carlos Estevez appears to be getting loose. Harvey also throwing. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss. A huge out to start the bottom of the ninth.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. That missed by a lot, and it's 1-0. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground to first. He takes it on his own, and that quickly 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. And the slider just misses.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. So they go quietly there. 10th inning coming up. We are tied 2-2.
Now pitching.
We're back and a new arm on the mound as we start extras. Luke Weaver.
Luke Weaver.
Now it's going to be Michael Garcia. Man at second, nobody out. And Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
That one a little bit high. Ball 1. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. There's a strike at the knees, and the count is 1-2.
Sit him down. Punch him out.
Hit slowly on the ground. Chisholm throws to first in time. One away in the top half of the 10th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Isbell in the box with one away as he takes ball one.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And another ball. Movement in the Yankees pen. Mark Leiter Jr. up and loosening in the pen. With the go-ahead run at third here in the top half of the 10th. Base hit into center field. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead it in the 10th.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
One down, runner at first. Now, Jonathan India. 1 for 4 with a double. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball outside to second, but way too late. Safe there. Isbell, the runner at second with one away. The next offering misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Man at second. That one inside. Ball 3. Fought off foul.
Punch him out. Strike him out.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
And now Bobby Witt Jr. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game.
Let's go, Bombers.
And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in extra innings. And a foul ball.
Strike him out.
Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Strike him out. That's a strike.
And that's
1
in the
ball,
dirt.
2 strike.
Punch him out.
Just outside. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next pitch is downstairs. Vinny Pasquantino next up for Kansas City. Man on second, 2 down. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Sit him down.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
The first baseman, number 9, Vinny Pasquantino.
First and second, 2 outs. And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino.
Let's go, Yankees.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
0-1.
Let's go, New York.
2 on, 2 outs. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Strike him out.
0-2 now. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Carlos Estevez.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Come on, New York. Come on, Yankees.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Next pitch is inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
You got this.
So the tying run at second. That's off the mark. 3-0.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Jason Dominguez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
You got this.
In for a strike. Now it's 3-2.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Got him swinging.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door. Cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Dominguez, the next to hit, takes high for ball 1. That one misses, and the count is 2-0.
2-0.
And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Oswaldo Cabrera in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Big spot. Tying and winning runs aboard with 1 down. Next offering is down low. And now 2-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Right through there for a strike.
Hey, back it up, outfield.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul.
Hit, knock here.
He hit her, let's go.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Yankees with only 1 out remaining.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
So last chance for the Yankees. And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. Trying to deliver as the hero. Fastball for a strike.
Let's go, Yankees.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
1 strike away. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And on the mound now, Garrett Cole. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
Jonathan Indy at the plate.
Leading off the afternoon for Kansas City, the designated hitter, Jonathan India.
And a foul ball. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. And that's outside.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. And that one hit to first. Takes it himself. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out. And here now, the lineup for the Royals.
Vinny Pasquantino.
Two outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino.
Let's go, Coltrane.
And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Up the middle. The throw to first. Royals set down in order. Royals bats are quiet there. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now in the Bronx. And on the mound for Kansas City in this one, Seth Lugo. What do we have on him?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Anthony Volpe leading things off and takes a strike. On the corner for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Perez on to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the box now. No balls and a strike. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-2. And that one is inside ball one. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Makes the catch for the out. 2 down. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees.
Third, the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Two down, bases empty. It's Aaron Judge now. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And Judge takes a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And the pitch. And Judge spoils that one. And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. End of one, and we're still scoreless. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now the veteran catcher, Salvador Perez.
Salvador Perez.
Cole measures 6 feet 4 inches. More than 100 career wins on the mound, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Cole back to work, and he pumps it a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
All right, 1 ball.
Pitch is in the dirt, and a count 1-2. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Chases the high curve, struck him out.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
So up now for Kansas City, Michael Massey.
Come on, Coltrane.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
All ones the count.
Go, New York.
One down, base is empty. And now it's even up. Just missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That one finds the corner, and the count is 2-2.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And that's way high. Full count now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Out to center. Bellinger has this one sized up. Nabs it. 2 down.
Here we go.
Batting 6, the right fielder.
2 outs,
number
base is
16,
empty.
Hunter.
And now the right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Let's go, Yankees. Show them how it's done.
Out to short. Tosses to first. And Renfroe is retired. Third out. Royals go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in New York, now it's the veteran outfielder, Cody Bellinger.
Cody.
Belsingi, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. In there at the knees, it's 0-1.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark. For those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues, them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Ball one there. Next pitch is outside. Just missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And a 3-2. And that's outside. It is ball 4, and he's on base. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Giancarlo Stanton in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Bellinger goes. Strike in there. Throw, tag, out. What a throw by Salvador Perez.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Fouled off. He was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. First offering, and it just misses. Two down, nobody on. Tap foul at the plate. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Melendez makes the catch, and that's the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. New inning getting started, and to the plate for Kansas City, MJ Melendez. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Judge is there. Corrals it. One down.
Batting eighth, the third baseman.
Michael Garcia getting ready to hit. On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond, and there's two away.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 28, Kyle Isbell.
And now it's Kyle Isbell. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. 2 outs. Fouled off to the right.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
And a ball evens the count. Two down, nobody on. Hard hit left side.
Come on, come on.
Volpe throws it to first in time. And that is the inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the veteran first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Goldschmidt.
And that one fouled off. Outside low, and now it's even 1-1. In there at the knees.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, no swing. So Goldie strikes out here. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Jason Dominguez stands in now and watches strike one. Next pitch downstairs, and it's a ball and a strike. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Swing and a foul straight back. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting ninth.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Fouled off left side. 2 out, space is empty.